Hey guys, Matt here, SavvyLands. Got another property in western New Mexico. This one is 20.119 acres and it's in Catron County. So there it is, right there on the west side of New Mexico. I'm going to fly you in here on Google Earth and show you the property. So as we get closer to New Mexico, you'll start to see some more stuff come up on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the outline of New Mexico so you can see it there. And it's in the western portion of New Mexico. Then I'm going to turn on the outline of Catron County. So there's Catron County, and you can see it's in the northeastern corner, the very northeastern corner of Catron County, up against the border of Catron County and Cibola County. So as we keep flying down here, you're going to see that there are a bunch of national forests around here. You can see the Gila National Forest is down here to the south. So keep going down, start to see some more too. You'll get the Cibola National Forest is kind of southeast and to the east, right there. And then you've got Apache National Forest to the southwest. So the closest one is going to be the Cibola National Forest right here. You can kind of see the light green outline of it there just south of the property. So what I want to do is I want to show you this, how to get to this property from both the south and the north to start with. So from the south, it's going to be down from the town of Pie Town, New Mexico. And we're going to turn on all the directions here and show you it. So there are the directions. You're going to go 3.3 miles to the north. So this is starting at the intersection of US 60 and New Mexico 603 in Pie Town. So you're going to go north 3.13 miles about, and then you're going to go northeast about 17.6 miles. Then you're going to jet over and go east 4.32 miles, and then southeast 2.11 miles, and then finally east 0.78 miles, and that'll bring you to the northern border of this property. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the property outline here and show you the property itself. So as I scroll down here on Google Earth, you can see the property. There it is. And we've got a bunch of actual footage of this property, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up now so that you can see it on the screen. So we're going to kind of do a split screen here, and we're going to start with this right here. So this is of the area. This is the road that runs along the northern border of the property. The left side of the video here is the property itself. The right side is the property owners to the west of this property. So I'm going to scroll through here on Google Earth at the same time as this video so you can kind of see where we're at. Okay, so it's kind of the west side of the property right now. And we're going to be turning this video. I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you can see the property again. So there you go, right there. So this property this is looking from pretty far to the northwest of this property. Not pretty far, but the property is kind of at the end of these trees down here. You can see a house right here that's the neighbors to the east. So if you follow this tree line up to where it does a little V looking thing, that's kind of the east border of the property. So it goes up here to the road, and then it cuts down and comes down here, and then comes down through the trees to the valley, and then cuts across. So there's about a quarter of it over here in the valley that doesn't have trees on it, and it's an open area, and then the rest of it has trees. So keep letting that video go. Be turning and see a view from the west to the east here. As you can see, there's tons of mountain views in this area. There's a lot of nature here. Kind of start seeing your views to the north. So now we're looking like, you can't really see the property here much, but in the video it'll start to scroll over here a little bit. You can kind of see your views to the north, views to the northwest, views to the west. You can see there aren't many people in this area. Great property for a cabin. Here's the road coming into the property. And then this is just kind of flying around the street on the property, so you can see there's a lot of different trees around here. You can see the power lines that run right down the road to the north of the property lines. These are the power lines. The car is pretty close to the property there. It might be right in front of it or on the northwest corner of it. So this is kind of where we're looking at right now. Looking at this view from the northwest side. So this is down the street to the west a little bit to the east. There you go. So you've got power. It looks like you've got underground cables right there running along the street as well. Then we're going to just go through this one a lot. This is just turning in circles on this property to show you the views in all the different directions. All right, so now I want to take you back into Google Earth. I'm going to show you the property outline. So there's property outline. Again, this is 20.119 acres, and it is in a ranch called Wildhorse Ranch, and it is lot 73. So if we pull this up a little bit, I'm going to show you where I could see all the different neighbors that you'll have around here that have some sort of structure. So there's like cabins and some houses, or maybe some campers or whatever. But you can see like down to the south here, you got a few cabins. To the west, you got a few cabins or houses. To the north, you got a few cabins or houses. The closest one is going to be the neighbors to the east. So you can see here that they have a little house here. It looks like it overlooks a little pond as well. And I believe that's a pretty new house. So if we turn on the satellite view, you can see down here in the bottom right, it says imagery date. That's 2016. I believe it went in within the last 10 or so years. Yeah, so here's 2011. There's no house there. So went in within the last 10 years or so. But those are going to be your closest neighbors. And let's see if we got everything on Google Earth here. Oh, we got, so this ranch actually comes with a community area as well. So there's like a picnic table, I think, and a few different amenities. It's over here by the dry tank community area. So it's about 5.31 miles away from there. So if we zoom in on this area, you got a nice little like pond, and you can see a gazebo, and there's a playground right there as well that you can use because you're part of this property owners association. Okay, so we already showed you how to get to this property from the south. Now if you want to get to it from the north, here are the directions. So from the intersection of, ooh, those words are long. Okay, intersection of Highway 117 and Road 41 up here to the north. You're going to go, let me show you these roads as well. You're going to go about 10.8 miles to the south. And you're going to turn and go 4.32 miles to the east, and 2.1 miles to the southeast, and 0.78 miles back to the east, where you'll get to the north border of the property right there. Okay, so now I want to show you the property listing on our website. So if you go to our website, it's www.savvylands.com. That's SavvyLands.com. Here it is. I'm going to click on land for sale up here at the top. You're going to scroll down until you see the 20.119 acre property in Catron County. So it is right here. So just go ahead and click on that and it'll bring you into this. So you can see we've got a ton of information on here. You can see it's part of Wildhorse Ranch in Catron County. Anything that's underlined on here, or most stuff, I think there's a few that aren't, like property details that doesn't have anything linked to it, but everything else is going to have something hyperlinked to the underlined words to bring you to more resources that you can learn about that, or the item that's underlined there. So for example, if you click on Wildhorse Ranch right here, it'll take you to the Wildhorse Ranch Property Owner Association website, where they have got a ton of information on here. So you can look through all that. And like if you want to see all of the, let's see, files. So files you can go to, you can get the bylaws, articles of incorporation, information about community wells in this ranch, declaration of covenants, conditions, and restrictions. You can get plat maps. So one thing about this property or this ranch is that there's no hunting allowed, so be sure to note that. Um, if you click on, where is it here? If you click on hunting information, you can see that it's hunting and trapping, shooting isn't allowed, so be sure to know that. Back to the property listing, if you want to reserve it, all you got to do is click here to buy now. You can do a $4.99 deposit securely online with a credit or debit card. And then if you want to drop a pin on Google Maps, go ahead and click there and it'll show you exactly where the property is on Google Maps. That's satellite view right now. If I turn it over to map view, you can see that it's just northeast of Pie Town a little bit. Keep scrolling down, you'll get property info, size. Here's the legal description that shows you the ranch that it's in. We'll get down to the plat map where you can download all this information on our website as well. Address, it's on Alexis Road. That's the property, or that's the road that runs to the north of the property. Has the power lines on it and the underground cables. All right, property taxes were only $135 in 2021. These have been paid in full and there are no back taxes. Title's also free and clear with a recent title policy showing this. The Property Owners Association fees in 2021 were $125. These could go up. I don't, they haven't yet for 2022, but I haven't heard from the Landowner Association if they're going up or not. They could go up every year, but right now or in 2021 they're $125. Restrictions, again, like I said earlier, there's no hunting, shooting, or trapping allowed in this ranch. And then if we get down to, you can see general terrain, general elevation, 7,640 feet above sea level, and general terrain. So about 3/4 of the property is full of trees and a quarter is cleared. All the reference documents here, you can download everything that we've got for this property. So for example, if you want the plat map of Wildhorse Ranch Phase 4, which is where this property is, go ahead and click here, and then you can get Wildhorse Ranch Phase 4 plat map. Here it is. Keep zooming in, and it is lot 73 right here, so 20.119 acres. So that is easy to download. Keep going, get subdivision map Wildhorse Ranch. That's just the whole ranch, all phases of the ranch. You can download it here. You can also download all these on the Property Owners Association or Landowner Association website as well. No appointment necessary to visit this property. Go check it out whenever you want. We give you GPS coordinates to the middle of the property and to every single corner of the property. These are approximate coordinates, but if you click on one of them, it'll drop a pin on it in Google Maps. So there's the approximate middle of the property. If you want to get to the northwest corner of the property, which is where the driving directions take you, just click on the northwest GPS coordinates. It'll drop a pin on that. So there's satellite view, which is what I look at, but most people look at map view, which would be right there. So you can see it's in between Tom's Trail to the west and Palomino Road to the east. We also provided a bunch of driving directions, every single intersection. There's a little click here button that'll drop a pin on the map, so it's super simple to get to. Distances to the property from all these different areas. Purchasing this property, so we do have cash options to purchase right there. Currently asking $24,499, which is also at the top of the listing here in yellow. And then we also have financing as well. So you can see the financing info there. If utilizing our seller financing, please read all this information so that you know what all goes into it. And don't make the deposit of $499 until you're absolutely sure you want this property. If we go into closing costs, you can see if you close through us, all the closing costs will be included in that $499 fee, but if you close through a title company, our costs don't include title closing costs. If you need to make sure we're a reputable company, we've provided links to our Facebook page where you can see reviews from our previous customers, as well as our Google business page. Just click those two links right there. And be sure to like and follow us on all of our social media outlets. We've listed them all right here. And if you want to see these listings on this listing and other listings on other websites, you can see Lands of America, Land Watch, Land Listings, Landpin, Google Business. You can see us all there. Now this video is going to go right here once it's done, so you'll see that there's, as you look at this website, we've got a Google map with a pin on the property, and then we've got tons of photos of the property. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of pictures. So you can see that we've labeled a bunch of them as well. Like for example, let's look at this one. So this is a view from the property to the east. It's going to show the neighbors to the east. That's that cabin that was built within the past 10 years, 10 or 12 years. And then you can see the properties here. Alexis Road runs to the north. Pippin Path is off to the northeast, and Palomino Road is over to the east. And we've got just tons and tons of photos here. So hope you like this video. Hope you like the property. If you do, feel free to call or text us anytime. The number is at the top of every single page on our website. That's 832-626-2044. And give us a shout with any questions you may have. Again, you can call or text that number. And again, visit us anytime, SavvyLands.com. That's SavvyLands.com. Thanks.